ॐ दक्षिणास्य समारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता स्मर्या गुरुपरम्परा श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। परिज्ञानाश्रम श्रीगुरुशङ्कर परिज्ञानाश्रम शङ्कर सद्गुरु केशववामन कृष्ण पाण्डुरङ्ग आनन्द परिज्ञान गुरु सद्यो जात शङ्कर सद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. So we have almost come to the end of Vishnusahasranama Vichara. We completed the 100, for example, we have completed the 100th verse, 100th stotra we have completed. We have 108, so we have only 8 more stotras to go for these 1000 names to be completed. And in the last session, we completed the 100th stotra. Now we'll go to the 101st. Again, I'm not going very deep into every name because most of these names have already come again and again, repeated either in meaning or in the very name itself. So let us just skim through and see now the last 8 verses. Today we'll take 4 or 5 if possible. So the 101st verse, 101. अनादिर्भूर्भुवो लक्ष्मीः सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्मादिर्भीमो भीमपराक्रमः. Anadihi, we have already seen that. Lord Vishnu is Anadi, the one who has no beginning. Anantaha, the one who does not have any anta. Anadihi means for which there is no birth. That's why in the Upanishads, Bhagwan or Brahman is called as Ajaha, Nityaha. There's no question of being born. There's no question of being a karyam of any particular karanam. So he is the beginningless, the one who does not have a karanam, the one who does not have anything as a nimittam for its appearance. No anya nimittam for its appearance. Therefore, he is called as Anadi. All the time there. Ajaha, Nityaha, Shashvataha, Puranaha. All these we have seen in Bhagavad-gita. All these means Anadihi. Karanam asya na vidyate iti Anadihi. And at the same time, Sarva Karanatvat. Lord Vishnu is the very cause or the Karanam for everything else to manifest upon it. Therefore, he is Anadihi. Then, 942nd Nama, Bhur Bhuvaha. Bhur Bhuvaha. Bhur Bhuvaha means we have seen them. Bhur Bhuvaha as the, Bhur Bhuva Swaha as the Vyahritis representing each Vedas. But here, Bhuhu Bhuvaha means the very supporter of the earth. Mahipati we saw. Mahidharaha we saw. So the one who is the support, the one who is supporting or who is the adharam for this whole manifest universe. Therefore, he is called as Bhuhu Bhuvaha, which means he is the supporter of the earth. We have seen this many times before. Then 943 Nama. Lakshmihi. Lakshmihi means the one who is in the form of Lakshmi. That's why as Ardhanarishwara, our concept of Ishvara, that is Shiva and Shakti, or Ishvara and Maya, is in the form of an indivisible combination. It's not even a combination. It is one whole indivisible. If you see the pictures of Ardhanarishwara, you can't exactly make out where Shiva ends and Shakti begins. They literally merge into each other. And Lakshmi Narayana are also Ardhanarishwara concept only. Without the Shakti, Lakshmi, Lord Narayana is incomplete. Without the consciousness, Narayana, Lakshmi or the resources is incomplete. Therefore, he is in the form of the very resources. Samagra Shri Yasya, the one who has all the resources belonging to whom is Ishvara, is Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Therefore, Lakshmi Hi. So when we say Lakshmi, Lakshmi Hi means the very Shakti of Bhagavan. Lakshmi is the very Shakti of Bhagavan Narayana. And he is not different from that Shakti. A Shaktiman is not different from his Shakti. Lakshmivan or Madhavaha is not different from Ma or Lakshmi. Therefore, when you say Lakshmi, therefore what is said is, as a Bhurbhuvaha, as the supporter of universe, the one who is in the nature of all the resources that are necessary for maintenance or for the sthiti of the entire created universe, he is also called as Lakshmi. Then comes 944 Nama. Suviraha. Suviraha. Okay. So, Iraha means Gati. Ira means different ways, different gatis. So, Suviraha means the one whose ways or the ways in which one manifests, Lord Vishnu manifests, are endless. You can't say where Lord Vishnu begins and where he ends. Anadi, Anantaha. And therefore, his being very, very auspicious and the one who's manifesting in every name and form, and every way is Bhagwan's way. Being this, he says, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Shobhanaha Vividhaha Iraha Gatayaha Yasya Saha Suviraha. Ira means the gatis or the ways in which Lord Vishnu manifests himself. And therefore, he's called as Suviraha. Suviraha. Suviraha means the one who has got this multiple ways of manifestation. Then next comes 945. Ruchirangadaha. Angadaha means the bracelets or armlets. So Ruchirangadaha. Ruchi here means the one with shining, brilliant looking armlets and bracelets. This is again for the sake of Upasana. Okay, so it's just that, see, just like, here one more thing can be said, that just like bracelets or armlets encircle the hands of the wearer, okay, it is as though Bhagwan is embracing the whole world with his arms. So Bhagwan Vishnu is like an armlet or a bracelet that is encircling or embracing the entire world. Therefore, he is called as Ruchirangadaha. Can be used as like, Rajiva Lochana or Kamala Nayana, like that, where we have the appearance of Lord Vishnu, the one who has got beautifully shining armlets or bracelets. That again, which the symbolism of it is like with his auspicious hands, he's literally encircling the whole universe and protecting it. Then 946, Jananaha. He is the Jagat Utpatti Karanaha. He is the very creator. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Jantun Janayan Jananaha. He is the cause for the birth of this entire universe with all its jivas. The very appearance of all the jivas and the appearance of the entire universe is nothing but he is the very Karanam. And therefore, Lord Vishnu is called as Jananaha, the creator. Then, next, 947. Jana Janmadihi. It is the same thing. Jananaha, Jana Janmadihi. The beginning of, or whatever is born, it is born or that has begun from Lord Vishnu. Jana Janmadihi. Okay, anything that is there, anything that is born is the Karya. The whole universe is a Karya. Everything in this universe is born. Therefore, he is Jana Janmadi, Janna Janmadihi, the one who is the cause of all that is born or all that appears. Then 948 Nama says, Bhimaha. Bhimaha. We have seen this name earlier, Bhimaha. The one who is fearful or the source of fear. Okay, the one who has lot of strength. Sorry, Bhimaha means also the one who is valorous, the one who has a lot of strength. Samagra Virya, Samagra Balam, the one who has got. He's also called as Bhima. Bhima also means a big form. Bhima also means the one who can create fear, the one who appears very fearful to the others. And when an adharmi does not go along the path of Ishvara, along the path of the laws of Ishvara, then Ishvara or Lord Vishnu becomes a source of fear for him in the form of Karma Phala Data. Then 949th Nama, Bhima Parakramaha. Bhima Parakramaha, the one who has, incomparable, inexplainable strength, immense strength, Samagra Balam, especially when dealing with adharmiks asuras. Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya cha dushkritam. What kind of a strength you need? How many dushkritas are there? How many asuras are there? In every avatara, we find that it's not just one. Maybe some avatars have come with the purpose of destroying only one asura. But in many of the other avatars, like Rama Avatara, Krishna Avatara, etc., there are many asuras. Those are destroyed in some of the avatars. The one whose strength is something absolutely incomparable, and the one who can destroy all who are adharmic. Then we'll go to the next 102nd verse. Adhara nilayo dhata pushpahasah prajagaraha urdhvaga satpatacharaha pranadah pranavah prapanaha. So here, Adhara nilayaha. Adhara nilaya. Nilaya means what? The abode. Adhara means what? The support. The only support, the only abode which supports everything. That which supports the entire universe. That is Adhara Nilayaha. Ultimately, that is the ultimate abode of all supports, the support of all supports. Because in our regular world, one is the support for the other, isn't it? We cannot really, in this Vyavaharika Prapancha, it's not possible for any one of us to live totally independent of others. For everything, we are dependent on others. So there is an interdependability. One is the support for the other, that is the support for the other, that is the support of the other. So this entire Jagat is nothing but the supporter, supported, going on and on. But ultimately, the ultimate supportless support or adhishtanam of the entire universe. It is Lord Vishnu. That is ultimately Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That which is the very Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu. He is the ultimate Jagat Adhishtanam. We have already seen that. Then 951. Adhata. So when we read this, Adhara Nilayo Adhata. And it can also be read as Adhara Nilayaha Data. Dhata also. It can be read as Dhata also. Dhata here, we have already seen this earlier, one of the words. It means the one, again, same thing as Adhara Nilayaha. Dhata means the one who is Sve Mahimni Tishtati, the one who is abiding or supporting the very, he himself, Lord Vishnu himself is the very support, does not need any other support. Or again, Adhata means that. Adhata means the one who does not need any other support. He's capable of being the supportless support of the entire universe. There is no support on Adhata. If we read this word as Dhata, it can mean the one who can consume or resolve the entire universe at the time of Pralayam. As a Karma Phala Dhata, he is also Karma Phala Dhata, he is also a person who can give the Karma Phala. But here it is Dhata, which means that is ultimately the abode of resolution of this entire universe. So this name can be taken as Adhata or Dhata. Then next comes 952nd Nama, Pushpahasaha. Pushpahasaha. Okay. Pushpahasa means like blossoming of a flower. Lord Vishnu has manifested himself as this beautiful universe. So it's as though Bhagwan Vyasa, don't forget that Bhagwan Vyasa is the author of Vishnusahasranama. Bhagavan Vyasa is looking at the whole universe, not like we look at it as a source of samsara, but he's describing the whole universe as a freshly blossomed flower. And he says, the one who has blossomed in the form of this universe. Therefore, Lord Vishnu, who has literally, the whole universe is like a beautiful rose which has blossomed from Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he is called as Pushpahasaha. Then, 953. Prajagaraha. Prajagaraha. The one who is always awake. The one who never sleeps. Who sleeps? Who wakes up? It is the jiva, the mind. It is the mind, the Sukshma Sharira, the Jiva, who is in the three states, Jagrit, Swapna, Sushupti. The one who is awake and carrying on all the transactions with the world. The one who is dreaming and carrying on the dreaming transactions in the dream world. And Sushuptihi, the deep sleep state. And then again the Jiva wakes up according to the Prarabdha, that whenever he is supposed to wake up. But here, Lord Vishnu is the one who never goes through these avasthatrayas, because Lord Vishnu is of the nature of pure consciousness, the one who is always awake. Alupta drik is called as. Alupta drik means the one who is always awake, the one who is the consciousness behind the waker, the dreamer, and the deep sleeper. Lord Vishnu is that consciousness which never sleeps, which never goes through any states. Consciousness, Lord Vishnu has no states. All these Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti states are for the Jiva, for the mind. So he is Prajagaraha. Then 954th Nama. It is a Urdhvagaha. Urdhvagaha. The one who is the highest, the one who is beyond everything, the one who stands above all. Because all pervading, Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan, therefore he is the one who is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest, being everywhere, Sarvagataha, the existence and consciousness everywhere. He is the Paramarthika Satyam, the ultimate truth, the uppermost, transcending everything. Nothing can transcend Lord Vishnu. He is Lord Vishnu in the form of existence consciousness as Brahman. So he is Urdhvagaha, the one who is the highest, the topmost, the greatest. In every form, that is a superlative only for Lord Vishnu. Then comes 955. Satpathacharaha, the one who has created the path of Dharma. Because Lord Vishnu himself is Dharma. Dharma is not different from Lord Vishnu. Therefore, we saw earlier also, Lord Vishnu is Dharma itself. Lord Vishnu is the Panthi also, the one who is walking the path of Dharma. Lord Vishnu is the very path itself. And Lord Vishnu is the very Dharma itself, the ultimate end or the goal. This is coming again, Sat Pathacharaha, the one who is the way of all the Satpurushas, of Dharmic people. The ones who are mumukshus, those who want to walk the path of Dharma. He is in the form of that path of Dharma. For people who want to reach Lord Vishnu, he is in the form of the very goal called as Dharma. So, the very Dharma itself, the very path itself, the person who is following this path, the goal, everything is nothing but Lord Vishnu. So, he is called as Sat Pathacharaha. Then comes 956th Nama, Pranadaha. We have seen it 3 times before. He is the Prana also. He is the Pranadaha also. He is the one because of which Prana also moves. He is the giver of life. Pranadaha. When we say a person is dead, we say that the Prana is gone. Prana goes out with all the Indriyas. The Udana Prana takes all the Indriyas and the mind and everything with it and packs up and leaves this physical body, which we call as death. But the very appearance of prana when the child is born, he is called as nothing but pranadaha. All the 5 types of pranas which have their kriya bheda, different kinds of kriyas which they follow, the pancha pranas. It is nothing but that which is the blessing of Lord Vishnu. Okay, then that means the giver of life, that we can say. So the giver of prana means that because of Lord Vishnu, according to the prarabdha of the individual, lifespan of the individual, keeping the prana going to keep this particular body alive, that pranadaha ultimately is Lord Vishnu only. Because there are some other meanings also which are talked about, though that is it. Actually, Lord Bhagwan Shankaracharya gives another example here. Britan Parikshit Prabhritin Jivayan Pranadaha. So here what Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling is, as Lord Krishna in Krishnavatara, he literally gave prana to Parikshit, who was still in the womb of his mother, when Ashwathama released the Brahmastra. He released the Brahmastra so that there is no Pandava, lineage left at all. And it attacks the fetus, that is Parikshit. And it's Bhagwan Krishna who literally brings this fetus back to life. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya gives this as an example. Mritan Parikshit Prabhritin Jivayan Pranadaha. But you can say Pranadaha, as we have seen in the other names, the giver or the bestower of prana. Then 957th Nama. Pranavaha. We have seen this again earlier. The one who is in the form of Omkara. Omkara Vichara, Omkara Upasana, both of them lead to Lord Vishnu. Omkara Upasana, in the form of the Upasana also, we are trying to understand Lord Vishnu. Omkara Vichara, as it is done in Mandukya Upanishad also, what we are doing is trying to understand, do Vichara, inquire into the nature of Lord Vishnu as Avasthatraya Sakshi. So he is Pranavaha, the one who is in the form of Pranavaha, the one who can be addressed by the name Om. Then 958. Panaha. Panaha. Panaha means what? Transactions. Transactions. Every day we are doing transactions. In the Jagrita Avastha. In Swapna Avastha also we are doing transactions in our own way. So, the daily transactions that we are doing as a karta, then as a bhokta also experiencing the results of that transaction, ultimately is nothing but Lord Vishnu. That's what is said here. That is, so all the vyavaharas, we think, no, I am the doer, I am doing this, I have done this, I have done this. Ahankara, mamakara is only those, a Mahatma used to say, nothing belongs to you, only your ahankara belongs to you. It is your ahankara, mamakara only which is yours, nothing else is yours. And that ahankara, mamakara creates so much of problems. I have done this, I have done this, I deserve this, I need this, these awards, I need these kind of, whatever people are wanting, not understanding that if I am Vyavahara Yogya, it is because of Lord Vishnu. If my sense organs are doing some Vyavahara, it is Lord Vishnu behind the sense organs. If some karma is being done in the form of Prarabdha as Karma Phala Data, it is Lord Vishnu. Whatever I'm getting out of any kind of a Vyavahara or transaction is nothing but Lord Vishnu. So the one who really is in the form of all the daily transactions that we do, that consciousness behind all our daily avataras, daily vyavaharas, all that consciousness, that strength, the capacity of the mind to think, the capacity of the indriyas to carry out the vyavahara, it is nothing but his sarva vyavahara, all are carried out by Lord Vishnu only. Therefore, he is called as Panaha. Now, let's go to the 103rd stotra. Pramanam prananilayaha pranabhrit pranajivanaha tattvam tattvavidekatma janma mrityujaraatigaha. Again, this whole verse, I think we have seen it in various forms, all the namas which come here. We have already seen them in some way or the other, in some context or the other, in this very text that we are taking. So let us say Pramanam. He's the Pramanam. Lord Vishnu is the Pramana for himself. Self-evident. You don't need anything else to light up this consciousness. When I say I am, I am. I reveal myself. Somebody doesn't have to prove that I am. I know I am. So that self-effulgent, self-revealing Atma, Swapramana Siddhaha is this consciousness. There is nobody who can say you don't exist. I know I exist. I am the very pramana for my own existence. So Lord Vishnu as that consciousness, okay, he is the one who is self-effulgent, self-evident knowledge, pramana. Pramana means a means of knowledge, like Pratyaksha Pramana, Anumana Pramana, then we have Vedanta Pramana. Ishvara is the very Pramana itself. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is considered as the very Pramana. Even then, Lord Krishna uses a lot of references from Upanishads. So Bhagwan Vishnu himself is a means of knowledge, is a Pramana. The highest means of knowledge, as the self-evident, self-effulgent Atman behind all instruments of knowledge is nothing but Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he is called as Pramanam. Then 960th Nama, Prana Nilayaha. Again, lot to do with the prana. Prana Nilayaha, where the pranas rest. Okay? Where do the pranas rest? They rest in the jiva, correct? In me, the jiva, they rest in the prana. So here, actually, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says that Lord Vishnu is none other than the jiva, because it is prana rests in jiva. So the one who is giving the ashraya, prana lilayaha, who's the this thing resting place of pranas? Where is the prana coming and going? In this jiva, isn't it? We think that we as the jivas are dependent upon the prana, but we have to understand that prana is also dependent upon the jiva. Therefore, we are mutually dependent upon each other. And Bhagwan Vishnu, who is manifesting as the very jiva itself, is nothing but the adhishtanam of all the pranas. Therefore, all the pranas, pancha pranas, the 5 bhedas of the pranas, which carry on all the functions of the body, with different karya bhedas that it carries on. This vayu with different karya bhedas is called a different prana. And what is the adhishtanam of this? It is nothing but this jiva, who is none other than Lord Vishnu. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing, the jiva is also called prana because jiva is breathing. I am breathing, so I can be called prana. I have prana. Prana is keeping me alive. I am breathing, therefore I am also prana. So here we can take it as prana. Prana nilaya means the ultimate abode of all pranas, as the very manifestation of jiva itself. Then 961. Pranabhrit. Pranabhrit, the support, the very supporter of prana. Pranasya pranaha, shrotrasya shrotram, manaso manoyat. Okay, pranasya pranaha, chakshusha chakshuhu. Kathopanishad says that. What is the meaning of this? It means it is Lord Vishnu as consciousness is the very sustainer of prana, pranabhrit. Then something to do with prana again, 962nd Nama. Prana jivanaha. Prana jivanaha. The one as a prana bhrit, deha bhrit, the one who gives, the one who makes the upadhi alive. The one who makes this upadhi alive with the prana. Prana jivanaha. The one who makes the living beings live. The one who enlivens all the jivas in this entire universe. Therefore, he is called as Prana Jivana. Okay, it's that Lord Vishnu who is manifesting as the prana in every jiva. It is Lord Vishnu himself who is in the form of every jiva. This is the reason why in our scriptures, ahimsa is given so much of importance. Because ultimately, himsa towards any other jiva is himsa towards myself and towards Ishvara also. So he is prana jivana. Then 963rd nama says tattvam. Tattvam. Here tattva means we should not take it as tatutvam. No, tattvam. Okay, tattvam is here one word. Okay, here it's not that tattvamasi, tatutvam asi. No, this is tattvam. The very truth, the very content of everything. Whatever is here in this jagat, in the manifest jagat, whatever is there is nothing but this Atma, Brahman, Lord Vishnu in the form of Satyam and Jnanam. Sattarupena, Spurti Rupena, being the content of everything, being the truth of everything, Bhagwan Vishnu is called as Tattvam, is the Jagat Tattvam. Then 964. Tattvavit. Tattvavit. Tattvavit means what? It is the one who knows everything, the one who knows himself, the one who knows everything else. Also, the knower of reality. He is the reality. He is the knower of reality. As a guru, he is the one who gives this, teaches this reality. So, Lord Vishnu is the very reality, the very knower of reality, the very Vidya which talks about this reality, the very Guru who gives out this Vidya to the Shishya, the very Shishya who receives this Vidya from the Guru is Tattvavit. He is there in every aspect of knowledge. Tattva. Then, next one is there. 965. Ekatma. Ekatma. It's only one. Ekameva advitiya atma. Ekam, one. Yeva, only. Advitiyam, without a second. So he is the one, Ekatma. And that one Atma who is the Kshetrajna in all the jivas. So Ekatma, you can say Sarvatma, you can say Antaryami. There are not multiple Atmas. It's not that each jiva, each body has different Atmas. No. He's Ekatma. There is one Atma, the very essential nature of Sat and Chit, Satyam and Jnanam, which is the very essential nature of everything in this Jagat. There's only one Lord Vishnu in the form of Ekatma, Antaryami. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In all the kshetras, in all the body, mind, sense complexes, that one without a second consciousness which shines is nothing but Lord Vishnu. It is his Swarupa Lakshanam. So he is Ekatma. Then comes 966. Janma mrityu jaratigaha. We have seen this many times. The one who's ajaha, the one who's not born. Mrityu jara atigaha, the one who is beyond, the one who is not afflicted by, the one who is not an object of birth, changes like jara, roga, mrityu, etc. That means who? Nitya. Nitya swarupatvat. No vikaras, no bhava vikaras, janma, jara, roga, mrityu, they are all vikaras. So the one who does not have this Shad Vikaras, Shad Bhava Vikaras, and therefore he is Janma Mrityu Jara Atigaha, the one who's neither born nor dies nor undergoes any change. Ajaha Nityaha Shashvataha Purana. We have already seen that. This again, the Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu. Let's go to the 104th verse. Bhurбhuvः स्वहस्तरुः तारः सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्वा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः. Again, a lot of importance given to yajna here. Yajna means all the Vaidika karmas that are done, and any other job that is done with lot of commitment as an offering to the Lord. We can call that also as yajna. My doing my swakarma dharmically is also, it can be called as yajna itself. So here now, a lot of names referring to the yajna, but first name here, 967th name is Bhur Bhuva Swaha Taru. Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha Taruhu. What is Taruhu? Taruhu means it's a tree. And Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha are what? There are three realms of existence. The Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. There are others also. We have, say, 14 lokas are there. But when we talk about Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, we are talking about three realms of experience called as Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. They are called as the Vyahritis. Each one of them representing one of the three Vedas. Therefore, the one who is in the form of a tree which pervades all the three worlds. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, that means all of them are samsara. It is the tree of samsara which pervades through all these lokas. What is the meaning of this? That means even Brahma Loka is samsara. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, every loka is samsara, not only Bhuloka. And it's Lord Vishnu who is the very support as a tree extending into all the three worlds, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. And then at the same time, he is next word, next nama, 968, Taraha. We have seen this again. From this samsara of Bhu, Bhuva, Suha up till the Brahmaloka, the one who helps a mumukshu to get out of this tree of samsara, Bhu, Bhuva, Suvaha, Taruhu, in the form of the tree of samsara, also manifest world also, it is Lord Vishnu, the one who helps me to get out of this tree of samsara, whichever loka it may be, also is Lord Vishnu who. So he says, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Samsara Sagaram Tarayan Taraha Pranavova. Taraha can also means Omkara. Okay, Taraha can mean Omkara. Taraha means the one, though he is manifesting in the form of a tree, samsara tree, he is the one who can really get me out of samsara. Then comes 969. Savita. We have seen this earlier also. The progenitor or the creator or the one who has given birth to the entire universe. Sarvasya lokasya janakaha iti Savita. The one who is like the Bija Pradaha, the father of this entire universe. Therefore, he is called as Savita. Then 970th nama, Prapitamaha. The father of the grandfather, Prapitamaha. Pitamaha is who? Lord Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma is called as Pitamaha Brahma. So when we say Pitamaha, we are referring to the Chaturmukha Brahma or Brahmaji. Prapitamaha means the one from whom Lord Brahma also came. Isn't it? It's Lord Vishnu from whose Nabhi Brahmaji appeared as the creator of this universe. So who is Lord Vishnu? Pitamaha's father. Therefore, he is not just grandfather, but he is the great grandfather, Prapitamaha. He is the one who is, who is the one who is responsible for even Lord Brahma as the creator of universe. Now, in the next few verses, including next few namas, including this verse and also the next verse 105, we have all the namas which are related to the yajna karma, Vaidika karmas. And the ultimate meaning of this is what we have seen in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam. Okay? All this, whatever yajnas as a Vaidika is done, the one who follows the Vedas, Veda Purva, and does all the karmas in the form of yajna. I said, even Laukika karmas, when we do it with utmost commitment as an offering to the Lord, it also is nothing but a yajna only. But here, in these few names, now for about 12 names, 12 or 13 names, including the next stotra also, we'll be talking about all karakas of yajnas is nothing but Lord Vishnu. The yajna itself is Lord Vishnu. The procedure of the yajna, the way it is done is also Lord Vishnu. The doer of the yajna is also Lord Vishnu. The instruments with which the yajnas are done also is Lord Vishnu. The yajna for whose sake it is done is also Lord Vishnu. The adhikaranam or the place where the yajna is done also is Lord Vishnu. The phalam that is ultimately expected is also Lord Vishnu. That yajna, the havis to whom it goes, that also is Lord Vishnu. That means Bhagwan Vishnu as all the karakas in any karma, especially the Vaidika karma, is taken as Lord Vishnu. So we'll just read these names because we have already seen this to a large extent. So here, 971, Yajnaha. So as I have explained to you just now that all aspects of a karma, when you do any karma, there is a doer of the karma, karta. Correct? Then there is a karma, that which is done. Then there is an instrument with which it is done, karana. Then there is something for whose sake it is done. Okay, fourth one. Then there is from somewhere it is done. Okay, then there is a place where it is done. Then there is a result for which it is done. All these are called as the karakas. That's what we have in the Sanskritam grammar also. Kartra karaka, karma karaka, karana karaka. So all the karakas are nothing but Lord Vishnu. So 971. Yajnaha, we have seen that earlier. The very yajna itself, the very karma itself that I am doing is Lord Vishnu. Yajno vai Vishnuhu, say the Vedas. Vishnu himself is yajna. Yajna is Vishnu. Then 972, Yajnapatihi, the one who is the Lord of all yajnas, to whom all the yajnas are offered. Yajnapatihi. Then 973, Yajva, the one who is performing the yajna, the karta, the yajna karta, the one who is in the form of the yajamana, who is doing the yajna karta, Yajva. It's also Lord Vishnu. 974, Yajnangaha, Lord Vishnu for whom any yajna is like a limb. Every yajna is like a part of Lord Vishnu. A yajna is like a part, like an anga for Lord Vishnu. Okay. So this 4 or 5 names came here in this verse. In 105th verse, in 105th stotra, again it continues. Till the end of 105 also, this continues. So let us just read this 105th verse. Yajna bhrit, yajna krit, yajni, yajna bhuk, yajna sadhanaha, yajnanta krit, yajna guhyam, annam annadaye vacha. So, as I told you, in any karma, there are so many karakas that are involved. And Lord Vishnu is ultimately the abode of all the karakas. And all these that we are seeing now connected to Yajna, you have to remember Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi of Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter. Everything connected with any kind of a Vedika karma is nothing but that Ishvara, Lord Vishnu. So here, 976th verse, Yajna Bhrit, the one who protects the Yajna, the one who keeps this going. Because Yajna also is something which keeps the Jagat Chakra Pravritti going on. It is necessary. In 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna talks about the importance of Yajna way of life. So the one who protects, the one who upholds, the one who continues this Yajna as something which is beneficial to the whole universe, as a protector of Yajna, he is Yajna Bhrit. Next, 977, Yajna Krit. Bhagwan created these yajnas. Why did he create? For a harmonious living, interconnected, interharmonious living of all the jivas with each other and with the environment. Therefore, he is a yajna krit also. It is Lord Vishnu who created the yajnas and said in the form of in the Vedas and said, follow these and that will be for your good to all the jivas. Saha Srishtva, I think I forget that verse. The one who created these yajnas and the Prajapati, when he created these yajnas, he said, this is for your good. Follow these. Fulfill all your desires through this. It's for your good. So he is the Yajnakrit, the protector of Yajna, and the one who sees that the Yajna way of life continues, and the one who is the creator of Yajna. Then 978, Yagni. The very goal is again Lord Vishnu. For what am I doing this Yajna? To achieve something, whether it is Sakama or Nishkama, ultimately what I am wanting, what I am desiring is nothing but Ishvara, Lord Vishnu. So it is, any Yajna ultimately is a form of worship. What we are doing now is a Yajna. It is a Jnana Yajna. What we have done every Wednesday for the last 5 years, it is nothing but Jnana Yajna. And for what are we doing it? For Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Naichalyam, for Jnana Yogyata Prapti, as a worship to that Ishvara, we are doing that. Therefore is the ultimate goal of all Yajna as the one worshipped. Therefore he is Yagni. Then 979, Yajna Bhuk, the one who is the recipient of all the offerings of Yajnas. Bhagavan Krishna said, you worship me in any form, it will all come to me only. All namaskaras keshavam pratigachanti. Everything that you do goes towards Bhagavan Narayana. Therefore, he says that, in the form of Yajnakarta, in the form of Yagni, in the form of Yajna Bhrit, I am also the Yajna Bhuk. I am the one who is the ultimate recipient of all the yajnas. Then 980, Yajna Sadhanaha. I am the one from whom I am that ultimate goal for whom yajna is a sadhana. And I am that yajna. as a sadhana. So, yajna is a means for what? To reach me. And that sadhana, yajna also is me only. Yajna sadhana. Okay, the one for whom yajna is a means to achieve an end. What end? It depends on us. What is my sankalpa? I want material benefits, it will give me. Lord Vishnu will give me. But if I have understood the limitations of the material benefits and material phalas, and if I have done what Mundakopanishad says, Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan Brahmana, then I realize that yajna is a means only for Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naishalyam, and Nishkamataya, when I do this yajna, what I get is Bhagwan Vishnu himself. Therefore, Bhagwan Vishnu is not only the yajna, he's not only the goal, he's not only the path, but he's also the means with what? Sadhana, path, we can say the sadhana for any yajna. Then 981 says, Yajna antakrit, Yajna antakrit. What is Yajna anta? The phalam that I receive. And who's the Yajna antakarta? Who's the giver of the karma phala of the yajna that I have done? Nothing but Lord Vishnu. No, none other than Lord Vishnu. So just see the last few namas of the 104th verse and the first few namas of, not only first few, I think till the last two namas, it's talking about yajna, way of life, worship. Because we are almost coming to the end of Vishnusahasranama. And Vishnusahasranama is a sadhana of worship. Why worship? For sakama karma? As a sakama karma for material benefits? Okay. Karma phala will be given in the Uttara Bhaga, which we are not going to deal with, because here we are studying Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra Vichara as a Nishkama karma, for the sake of understanding the Swarupam of Lord Vishnu, and give us the Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naishalyam for Vedanta Jnana Prapti. Therefore, we need not go into the karma phala, what all I can get. Ultimately, what is my purpose of studying this? As a Nishkama Bhakta, as a Jignasu Bhakta, I have studied. We have all studied this Vishnu Sahasranama. And the result of this is what? Jnana Yogyata Praptihi and Jnanam itself. Then, Yajna Guhyam, the very secret of the Yajna. We may worship Lord Vishnu or any other deity we want with Yajnam. But ultimately, what is the secret of every Yajna? What is it that, I want to achieve? What is it that is, there is some secret there we don't know. Why a Yajna does what it does. How the Yajna gives its secret. How the offering goes to the, to the deity I want. All this is Guhyam secret. And all those secrets which cannot be broken, they are nothing but Lord Vishnu. So with this, Lord Vishnu associated with everything as Yajna, as all the Karakas of Yajna, is over in the 105th verse. And in the next session, we will take up from where we left, 983rd verse will start. And if possible, we will finish it in the next session, or at the most, I may take one more session. Nandantu sadhaka sarve vinashyantu vidushakaha avastha shambhavi mestu prasannostu gurustada sarve bhavantu sukhinaha sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkham apnuyat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Tat Sat.